it makes a lot of sense in a way where you're playing against heroes. If I remember correctly, it was against Morphling. It was against Tiny. These heroes have
diving around in fountains of gold.
Let's push. Stop jungling. Let's push.
Gets his own ward down to scout out any couriers going into that bot lane. And it's an old school classic, isn't it? Bounty plus Darkseer, the Invis Ion Shell strat. Back in the old days of Darkseer Weaver, Darkseer Bounty.
they're swapping things around. I like that from OG.
How are these other lanes going though? Because mid you got Tops and Wind Ranger up against GPK Storm. Very even between the two.
No-Tail needs to be careful. That's the first blood. It's ton of damage. Once Dawnbreaker gets level 2, it's a bit too much.
Samaya losing his courier down bottom. So many little annoyances coming out from Virtus Pro in these lanes. Saxa does drop the sentry ward after stunning up Save, but the vacuum back means Saxa's dragged into his own grave. Samaya has to waveform away. 7 stick, Fairy Fire, and of course that attribute shift. And will allow him to dip back towards his tier 1 tower. While top lane, Kingslayer loses his courier as well. Oh, but Samael, careful, hey? Waveform on cooldown for 3 seconds. TP's coming back in from Saxa. He will be open. Oh, Nightfall. Is he going to snipe the courier? Or he's going to give it a shot and he'll get that second touch.
Shame. Shame.
Now, looks like GPK's Storm Spirit starting to take the lead up against Thompson's Wind Ranger in that mid lane.
GPK Storm brings back a lot of memories. This man just knows how to play the hero. A couple of clarities, brought the raindrop on top of it. Rune will spawn in a couple of seconds. Kingslayer also there just to secure that it's not taken away from him.
Yeah. Blocks the stack on the camp as well, so the efficiency No-Tail was going for gets cancelled out by the IO. They do close in on him here, and Seb has a point in stun at long last. Fairy Fire from Kingslayer. Tether across and the stun misses out.
He tried. If he does not connect the stun mid-air, they don't get the kill. Now No-Tail in a lot of trouble. Just needs 1 extra hit.
And there it is. Seb looking to contest. Nice little pull camp. Clear through the wave, keep the pressure on top, but Dire Sentry yet again keeps vision on him. And Dawnbreaker just keeps on going, hammering into the Sand King. They're coming in here.
Zoning ulti.
A couple of heroes though, ball lining back and forth, a 2-man shackle shot connects on the IO behind. And GPK just keeps on going aggressively, makes the play onto Thompson. Blowing up that Wind Ranger and now aiming for Saxa. D-Rune is spawned and GPK is going to get a full bottle refill.
This is such a great move. Interesting play from Thompson and the relocate. Oh, never mind. I'm just kidding, Gary. IO is level 4. Baited.
It's been a long day already, hasn't it, Lacoste?
No, I heard some noises. We're going to see that again. Thompson, try to go for a Storm Spirit. Usually you go for this type of a play when you have Javelin. Didn't happen this time around. Power Thread was being delivered, and your Wind Run is already on cooldown, so you can't really do much.
That global presence. Vortex into the Dawnbreaker arriving. Doesn't even need the Starbreak. It's a blow through Thompson. 2 deaths in a row. Quick succession of kills there for Virtus Pro and a 7-0 lead. Unlike previous games where we've seen OG, go behind like 12-2, it's a net worth lead for VP as well.
Save behind the tower, forcing No-Tail to blend down a center ward, so that's 50 gold down the drain. Seb needs to be careful. Save has no dust, but Kingslayer has a center ward and the dust available.
A 7-minute push into tier 1 mid lane, and a significant amount of damage onto that tower as well. And Virtus Pro going to clear through the Radiant Triangle and return back into their lanes. DM is about to crack level 6. Saxa continues with the mana burn. Yes, it's annoying.
Heavily rely on getting level 6 to be able to do stuff. Because Nyx Assassin, like, his spells don't scale that much, especially at the early levels. Seb.
Yeah, dusted up. And GPK, he ganks into that top lane. And Thompson trying to make the most of his jungle. He's got a nice juicy stack here. But look who's come to claim it. GPK says, no, 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 this is mine. They don't see where Thompson went, but they find Seb instead. He might get a burst strike off, and he does, moving in towards the DM Darkseer. The shackle shot's good, but in comes Nightfall. The Dawnbreaker arrives, healing everybody up and swinging in towards Thompson, hammering the poor Wind Ranger into the river.
Man, this lineup
There's a stop.
from Virtus Pro. All you need is Bounty Hunter being invis, providing vision, then Storm can zip, you can relocate, and Dawnbreaker can use her ulti.
This is before Bounty Hunter even has level 6, right? Once we start adding tracks into the equation, that's gonna be an absolute slaughter, and I've missed another kill. No Tail drops down as Nightfall gets a solo kill, a wicked sick Dawnbreaker, 7-0-1, 8 out of 11 kills, 10 minutes in.
This is just insane.
Mid lane, Sumail, okay, he's fine.
He's fine, he's Morphling, they don't have enough stuns, so he's gonna be okay. He's the only one with no deaths on OG at the moment.
0-0-0. A classic Morphling contribution for the first 10 minutes of the game.
Already deep vision placed in OG's jungle. I don't think that's gonna get rewarded. Like, it's very hard when you're playing against Bounty Hunter to know whether there's a ward or he's scouting you.
Can they kill Thompson? Here, they're trying. The Ice Blast misses. Storm Spirit's back in on top of him. GPK with a backup of the IO, he's going to zip away. Not following through fully there, respecting OG and their ability to react to the situation. But instead, moving in towards bottom lane. Saxa is tracked up. Still level 5.
Steal his money.
Get that cash. Carapace and the stun back. Saxa pulls them away in the vacuum there from DM. But Sumail's come down. He wants to have a play with this one. Vacuum himself back in towards DM. And Sumail, well, he surged back. Oh, still gets the kill.
First kill on the board. This might be the combo that they're gonna need. Vacuum from Morphling into Sanking Stun into Ancient Apparition Blast.
And then Nick's Impale as well, right? You've got the Burrow and the Impale. Double bug stun. Saxa balled upon though. Tracked up and money going to be flowing into the bank accounts of GPK.
Told you a storm was coming.
Dawnbreaker has ulti available once again, so you gotta be careful about that. The stun, the heals. Sanctioned Relic.
Is under attack.
Is that the Radiance or?
I guess so.
Just-
I don't
I want more damage. Give me Relic.
think Radiance might be a bit tough against Nyx Assassin,
Divine Rapier.
but we'll see. Could be Nullifier, I don't know. Might be
could
Nullifier
be.
against
For the Wind Ranger.
Yeah.
Speaking of Wind Ranger, Thompson in an awful lot of trouble. Tries to go for the kill over onto Save, and he does get the life claimed as Storm Spirit stunned up under his own tier 1 tower. Mid lane, OG get themselves a couple of sweet kills. But Nightfall found the finish onto Thompson. Seb with a burrow ready. And moves forward with a Tumbler's Toy. Another stun from the Impale, but Io with a relocate save. Kingslayer there. Make sure Nightfall is safe and sound, but OG finally getting into action.
And they're getting the kills that they need on the board. All 3 towers still alive for OG, so that's what matters, and they're putting the pressure on mid. Also Ancient Apparition, you need to make something happen with your ulti. It got nerfed so hard, from 40 seconds to 60 seconds, level 1.
Are we going in on this? GPK says absolutely. We go on to Seb. The Burrow Strike straight through the middle of them all. The wall drop. Where's the vacuum? DM wants it. 2 men caught up. Saxa Sumail. Both with illusions up of them. And Sumail on the run. But even with that Ice Blast flying across, he's going to try and make his way out. But stunned and chain disabled as they destroy OG.
Oh man, Virtus Pro is playing some beautiful Dota. They're just running at them. Apparently you don't need stuns to play Dota.
13 minutes in, 17-3, 6k lead. Tier 1 tower drops.
For Virtus Pro, big zip.
Hey, look at GPK. Straight towards the Wind Ranger. Balls up. They've got another great wall drop. Thompson's on the run. Focus on the Saxa. Another quick and easy kill for them. Another track one and a beyond godlike Dawnbreaker. What are we at now? 10-0-4. GPK. He wants more. Oh, the epi. Seb with a burrow. Straight back towards the Storm Spirit. But the heal at the back. Not enough this time. Kingslayer will fall as well while Save. He's on the run. OG with a response. Oh, good TP. Good invis. He's not quick enough.
Bit too late. Nicely done by OG. Sanking, hiding into trees, into Shackle, and then he follows it up with Epicenter into Burrow Strike.
On Thompson, locking the Javelin. So he's going to go Javelin into BKB, it looks like.
It's necessary against, like, Darkseer, Storm Spirit is jumping you.
Oh, GPK.
Storm.
Not this time, buddy. The
Oh, there it
tips.
is.
Oh,
The classic
Oh.
OG.
that's got to feel rough for GPK.
To their top tower.
They were ready and waiting for him.
It's a lot of couriers.
There's one. AA's courier. Is he going to kill it?
Dire
No, he doesn't want to. So he wants to fight. He doesn't want to snipe a courier. He wants to fight. He wants to battle. Force the stun. Burrow Strike spent. No tail. Caught out by the Storm Spirit. Ball Lightning in and Saxa dragged back with a Vortex. In comes the Dawnbreaker to star break the Nyx Assassin while Sumail has to waveform into the trees. Ancient Apparition helped out by the Shackle shot. In comes Seb with the Epi
Big
Burrow. Beautiful in there with a vacuum back from Sumail as well. The Radiant Spur not appearing to do too much, but with a heal coming in, GPK's kept alive and they blow
out of
through
mana.
Thompson. Seb, he's got another burrow. He's doing a decent chunk of damage and Sumail wants to finish on GPK, but he's surged. DM gets the Storm out of harm's way, dodging danger every step of the way, and Sumail chain stunned into oblivion.
Now, the healing from the Dawnbreaker, it was a good executed combo once again from OG. I believe Save did not want to reveal the ward that he placed inside the base because they would know something is up. Did not want to kill the couriers, instead just went in and attacked the, I believe it was No Tail. This fight's still not over.
No, Saxa is looking for the
there's the
Stormbreaker.
Radiance.
Oh, this is a massive kill if they can have it. Another burrow, the stuns are coming, but Nightfall's still alive. Have they got heals for her? Nightfall, oh, the wand popped up, and Io with a Storm Spirit looking for Saxa instead, dragged into the Remnant. Well, Saxa's dead.
Regeneration.
You really don't have the best hero to turn into this game. Darkseer is definitely the best one.
Pretty much, yeah.
There
It's
is
got to be.
for Dire's
Oh, Kingslayer, he's dug up a Kobold. Sentry there will spot Saxa coming. It might also give away this Radiant Vision they've got very deep. Seb leading the charge off to the west side of the map.
is no more.
Save scouts him out. Tracking Seb, but look at GPK. He's waiting to see who else shows up here. 2-3 heroes from VP are still in that mid lane. So Storm doesn't want to show his face just yet.
Morphling, E-Blade done, finally, big item. Oh, he got the Morph off.
Yeah, he did. And Sax is there to back him up. But look at that global presence, the representation from VP. Thompson turns with a BKB. They take down Nightfall. Streak now gone. GPK, any more stuns? He TP's home. Barely surviving. And Save under a Radiant Sentry does get scouted just for a split second there. And No Tail, yeah, catches with the dust. Burrow Strike, yeah, you can hold it. Don't need to spend it just yet. Give him the high fives instead. And Thompson will look to clear up the kill.
I know I'm a good shot.
Radiance, this time around, no BKB. Also not going for disassemble option. You can still go back to Echo Saber. That's really good. Like, he could have had the BKB in that fight instead of he bought Augur Axe, which I think is a big mistake. Also, I would prefer if that's a nullifier. You're still playing into Nyx Assassin. He's going to chain stun you for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Either Wind Ranger with another Shackle, Sanking with the Burrow Strike.
And DM, blink stun from Sable started off that real quick jump, apparently not quick enough. He's able to scurry away from there thanks to the Force Staff of the Bounty Hunter.
Saxa was trying to go on a creep that had Iron Shell on.
Talking to me?
Didn't manage to land the stun there.
So DM survives to fight another day. Dawnbreaker BKB is all but complete. Thompson. Oh, GPK.
我不理解。
Such a cheeky devil, isn't he? Always looking for the aggressive option. And it looks like, yeah, they want to smoke. Make it
Thompson
play.
has always been a master, innovative in terms of items. BKB, after finishing the Maelstrom, I see Gleipnir. I really like that. It's a great setup for Burrow Strike, great setup for Nyx Assassin, Stun, Shackle, you name it, and to keep Storm Spirit in place. After BKB, of course.
It's also a great way to use a stun on a bounty or a storm to force them to either BKB or mech without using burrow, right? Because you want to burrow after the start of the fight. As the focus fire from Thompson launched towards GPK, forcing a bit of heal and sustain while Seb takes down Save. That's very deep from Thompson, though. Still contending with his entire VP squad. Is he not going to be able to survive through that? Nightfall now, BKB's up, but the invis out from Saxa. Oh, it doesn't work. He's tracked. Turns with a two-man stun. It's beautifully done, but OG, they've got to turn. Run away from VP. Man, it's mad, though, isn't it? How you can be so stomped in lane. Getting demolished by this Dawnbreaker who went 10-0, 10 minutes into the game. And it still feels like OG have a really solid chance of winning these fights and winning the match. Virtus.pro still with a lot on their plate. These team fights have got to go exactly as they envision. Roshan being scouted out. Power shots there, GPK, long ball in. Forces No-Tail to Ice Blast him, but the two supports from OG being dispatched with quickly. Epicenter from Seb though, with a burrow forward. Kingslayer's down, no IO anymore, but that crit. Nightfall just whacked straight into Seb. IO boys back as well, while Thompson chases GPK, but he's got mana to play around with. Ball lightning into the vortex, GPK hunts the Wind Ranger. Thompson, he's desperate for it, where's the rest of VP? Nightfall comes in a little bit too late, but they've killed off 3 of OG regardless. And with the wall illusion, Starbreaker's coming, Nightfall is chasing, Thompson is running. Gets out of danger.
A bit too far. Also, Nyx Assassin bought back and died after that again, so his item progression is not gonna be there. Sumail still tracked.
Just business. Nothing personal. Structures are fortified.
Morphling Ags. He's turned into Sand King. Long range burrow strikes, they are a-coming. Epicenter, fake pumped. What's the vision looking like right now? I mean, Dire has an observer ward up here and down there. Radiant kind of lacking in vision apart from this one ward north of the Roche pit. Their scan does connect and turn red. But OG, they're tracked up. Sand King, Thompson, all spotted out. Now a track onto Saxa, I mean save, just keeping the vision on them while Sumail. The burst strike long range, he wants to blow up Kingslayer. He does get the job done, no buyback on him, but he's dead anyway. Doesn't shift, doesn't survive. Saxa hounded by GPK and Virtus.pro. They're on the chase forward. Seb with the epicenter, looking for the Blink Burrow, catching him out, and down goes the Dawnbreaker. GPK still with the DD rune going though, Shackle Shot won't lash behind him. Turns to blow up Thompson, and DM on a killing spree.
These are all track kills.
Money, money, money. And it comes towards VP. Seb, nothing left to give. 21 charges, but no burrow, no blink, no survival. OG gonna be wiped off the face of the map.
6 track kills in a row for Virtus.pro. I mean, they've lost the Dawnbreaker. Dawnbreaker has a buyback. Did not want to use it there. Next time they respawn, they can go inside a pit. Yeah, it's a 5,000 gold difference. AA Blast hit Storm Spirit or a Dawnbreaker and IO, so they just wanted to go in.
What was Thompson's courier doing over there? Not feeling too safe about it. Goes for an attempt on to save, but that's now BKB and Focus Fire down. They just desperately scramble around Roshan, not wanting to give it to VP. Well, this means Nightfall. Pulling creeps, farming waves.
Pulling creeps 29 minutes in, efficiency.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And this is all while OG hold up on their high ground in this Radiant Triangle. And yet again, Sumail turns into Sand King. Save spotted under the sentry. OG considering their options here. They throw the Gleipnir, Storm in and out. And he's dancing on Seb as the Ice Blast flies towards DM, but Nightfall's arrived with his own BKB, and the Seb Burrow Strike doesn't get him to high ground, so the Starbreaker whacks him down. Sumail's back in though. Oh, Nightfall dropping very low pretty quickly. The cold feet there, not going to snap, and the relocate doesn't take him back. Virtus.pro, a 1-for-1 trade, which OG are going to be happy about. Unless GPK finds a bigger fit. Oh, Sumail blown up again. The storm cut through the trees on the left and finds the key target. Buyback though from 2 of OG. Epicenter stun finds GPK.
These are worth buybacks for OG because they will get the Roche, they will get the kills, and they will get a lot of gold from those.
They're going to find Kingslayer as well, potentially. He's got Glimmer and Holy Locket, but look at the cavalry. It's coming charging over the hills. Thompson, Seb, and Sumail. Not gonna get him. Let him
Ignore him. Go for that Roche. They need to give Aegis to Morphling because he just bought back. Seb did not pop a BKB. He was holding it and then just Dawnbreaker crit him.
I'm loving No Tail's items at this point though. Tranquil's Wand.
Trying to get a Blink Dagger next.
Oh, he's got 2 clarities on Courier. A double damage rune. Thompson very gladly finds it. But I think Virtus Pro know that OG is split with AA down and 2 heroes that were showing bottom not too long ago. VP are angling for that mid lane fight. And they're on to Thompson. Can he BKB in time? He can. And with the wind run, he turns to battle. Dusting out from Saxa, rooting up onto Save, and Seb's there. The Sumail Morphling catches him with a double stun. Thompson's still alive somehow. Finally brought down by GPK. Seb's BKB going to work and burrows to the high ground, but Storm Spirit's still on his tail. But look at Sumail!
From Sumail.
The 2-man burrow with the Impale. Kingslayer's got the heals behind with the tether, while OG, they reset and rethink.
Seb, fake pumping that. Epicenter. Virtus Pro realized we can't take a fight. They knew Ancient Apparition did not have a buyback, so they just went in. Because it's serious amount of damage and stopping the healing from Dawnbreaker, from Io is a big deal. Io upgraded the Shard, so Tether now stuns.
Nice.
And it also deals 150 damage.
Storm TP's in mid, so it looks like smoke time for Virtus Pro. Aegis going to be reclaimed very shortly, 15 seconds in fact. 2 heroes in mid. Thompson shows if they can find a fight down bottom, and there's no way here for Thompson or for No Tail to make their way across the map. But look at this vision. Hiding in the trees, double bugs and Sumail behind them. Not going to get scouted, not going to get picked off. And the scan even connects on the save. Oh, the dire scan sees him. GPK makes the long ball in. Trying to find Seb, Sand King. He doesn't BKB yet. Doesn't BKB at all.
You could have tried a BKB and just possibly TP out. No buyback for 1:40. And those extra seconds when he bought back in the previous fight are now added. 1.5 minutes without a Sanking. That also means that Morphling can't turn into Sanking anymore. Probably the next target will be Wind Ranger. Double Shackle, double Wind Run.
GPK wants a refresher orb on his Storm.
I don't think I've ever seen that. I mean, I've seen the Refresher Shard, just not the Refresher Orb. Double pull.
Oh, jeez. Back wall onto 3 with a Vortex. Beautiful from Virtus Pro. Saxa, he will finally fall while No Tail slammed down by Nightfall. Thompson with Sumail. They're aiming this Dawnbreaker, and yeah, they've got it trapped in the Gleipnir, but they've still got to turn tail and run. They cannot stand their ground without any stuns. Sumail and Thompson. Oh, are they done for? They're going to get caught out and chased down. Thompson, the Shuriken, bounces back onto him. But GPK's out of mana. They run low on resources. Well, he's got Bloodstone with 16 charges, but the Shackle Shot will hold them back. Good little move from Thompson and
Nice
Sumail, but
back.
another back in again. Thompson down and Nightfall, BKB's up. Saxa's brought back for this. Do they have any reveal?
Nightfall needs to be careful. This is a lot of damage from him.
He's
He's
gonna
gonna solo
die.
kill him.
Saxa solo kills the Dawnbreaker. Does buy back and might be paying with his life, but it looks like GPK wants nothing more to do with this.
No mana left on Bounty. Shackle. Whoa, what is that angle?
That's a Sumail angle, that's what it is. Shackle Shot from the high ground down to low ground, bends. It's like we're in Wanted. Yeah, if they catch Morphling with a double hex, chain up the stuns, that could be game over for OG. Buyback wise, how are we looking? OG have 1 buyback available, that's the Ancient Apparition. VP have 2, and here we go, on to Thompson we go. The Scythe of Vice, but no real follow through. So that was Save showing his. DM still smoked and has his hidden. OG, precarious position. Going from low ground to high ground right now. And Nightfall, of course, can quickly join in. GPK, the turnaround from Seb, gets the stun in onto Save. Ice Blast coming, but won't connect. Nightfall bails back out as VP, they reset. The wall's already been dropped, but Seb spent his BKB. Thompson and Sumail struggling to really get into a fight and do anything.
Those Morphling illusions are causing a lot of issues. Like, you need to be able to burst him down with the Ethereal Blade, which you kind of don't want to. You want to save that, but you might need to.
Oh, Seb. He's jumped in aggressively. Sumail with a burst strike. BKBs himself up. They get another burrow forward with a 3-man with a Vortex. GPK. He catches the back lines but doesn't kill anyone off. Thompson destroys the Storm. No buyback on him. Focus fires and gets a double kill. Save now. Scythe be damned. Can't do a thing.
And Roche will respawn in 40 seconds. Virtus Pro, how are we buyback-wise? They have one on Io. Bounty Hunter does not have one. Bought a full Hex. Storm Spirit also does not have a buyback.
Starts to become problematic. And now, like you said, OG win the one team fight. That allows them to take the Roshan. Aegis Morphling.
Oh yeah. Give that shard.
Super handy. VP now, even though they've had this net worth lead for the entire game, feel like they're playing from behind once more. But a 2-man Vortex, jumping from Dawnbreaker, wall dropped on the Thompson too. He BKBs and turns to fight them. Storm Spirit has to zip away. Nightfall, Shackle shot in. Sumail's in with the burrows around. The Impale's hit onto 2 of them. They've got the E-Blade. Nightfall in trouble. Hexed up on the side though. Is GPK trying to come in with another Vortex? Yes, Nightfall Satanic up and healed to full. Sumail loses the Aegis.
Oh, he couldn't get the Satanic off.
But Seb's back in with another big burrow. OG want to continue fighting. I'm not sure that's the greatest plan though, because Nightfall is brute forcing ya. Triple kills OG.
Well, I can say for certain, Gary, that after this game, we're going to see more of a Dawnbreaker carry.
Oh,
because
yeah.
this hero has some sick talents. Shackle on a bounty. Not enough damage. Just not enough damage. And there are a couple of buybacks available. Unfortunately, Saxa does not have one. I think we had like 20 buybacks in this game.
Yeah, I'm starting to lose track. But we've got a few more. Morphling and Wind Ranger both have buyback available. As do Dawnbreaker, Darkseer, Storm, and Bounty Hunter. Oh, there's a DD rune at spawn bottom. Not scouted by the courier. VP, bigger fish to fry. Focusing on high ground. They want tier 3s. They want barracks. Try and put this game to an end. Yeah, they have led the entirety of the game, even though OG have weaseled themselves into positions. Alright, looks like comebacks are possible. Losing out on your buildings now. Yeah.
There's the Gale Force.
The Gale Force pushing them around. GPK, BKBs. They're focusing on the Wind Ranger. Thompson shredded. Buyback forced out from him. Sumail has to waveform back towards Fountain though. And you're losing out on your bottom lane of barracks. Nightfall shifts into that mid lane. They've got a Morphling illusion from the wall to play with too.
Shackle does not connect.
They focus fire on the Dawnbreaker. Nightfall straight into the mix behind the tier 4. Sumail barely waveforms away. Great Gleipnir out from Thompson, but the little piggy sprinting around while Seb. Epicenter Burrow kills off the 2 supports and Sumail gets a double kill. Off the back of Seb stuns.
And they need to run down the mid lane. Also double damage is available on the right side. So they need to pick it up. Thompson, he already knows. He's just checking the rune. Will be pleasantly surprised by what he sees.
Why, hello there.
I'll give it to Sumail.
Double damage.
We do have triple buybacks ready for VP. And Darkseer, he's smoked up, hiding in his base. There's one of them. Bounty Hunter returns. What an incredible game between these two undefeated teams at Ti10 so far.
Virtus Pro, they will need to use buybacks. 50 seconds, double damage on Sumail.
They have no choice. I mean, look at that. Even through backdoor regeneration, Sumail making short work of the buildings.
Glyph is popped, 40 seconds. All 3 heroes.
Scythe back. In comes Seb though, they've got the burrows and the stuns, but they're losing so quickly on Sumail's HP. Now he gets back in with a Satanic, the turnaround, and nearly blows up Save. Misses out ever so barely with that shotgun play, but that might be enough for OG to say, okay, hey, they triple board back on 2 of their big cores as well. Let's just sit, relax, reset, and look for our opening.
Whoever loses a core that just bought back will have tremendous advantage. Oh, DM needs to be careful.
He does have buyback, one of the few heroes that currently has it. And there comes Seb, yet again setting up for OG.
Bottom lane is pushing in, only 1 catapult. OG, they will want to take a fight, they want to force another buyback.
DM has buyback and vacuum wall. 2 of the most important tools here that VP has. Add in the Hex and this Darkseer, an imperative part of Virtus Pro's team fight. Aeon Disc now up on no tail, while
You get hexed, buyback coming out from the Darkseer, but look at Seb.
Bounty.
That level
Seb.
25 talent is insane. 40% slow and blind.
oh, but look at that bottom lane.
Aeon Disc.
Save gets on top of no tail. Ancient Apparition gone, but OG looking to respond. They can't stop the TP's home. So now we're back into a 5v4, but this time favoring Virtus Pro. OG, what do? Run back to your base, cower and hide, wait for VP to come to you. Because they're smoking. They're coming. 4,500 HP on this Dawnbreaker. Incredible power and strength from those thighs, propelling VP towards victory.
Hold the high ground, there's a gem on the ground, Thompson. Does he want to pick it up? He already has one. Don't need 2.
Very sneakily, Kingslayer. His ward is spotted. But VP only have 1 lane pushing in. Bottom and top going to start trending in towards that. But Dooman with that 2-man vacuum and the wall. No real follow through. I was expecting a bit more there. Gale Force causing some issues. Sam and Thompson make the play in towards
Can they
them.
blow him up?
DM
Yes, they
Darkseer's
can.
going to die and Nightfall's fallen as well. They blow up 2 cores. No buyback on Nightfall and Save's in trouble as well. The epicenter double burrow gives triple kill to Seb.
That's game. They don't have the buybacks on these heroes.
No Tail doesn't even have the voice line, but he's going to drop the rat-ta-ta-ta-ta anyway.
He already used all of his voice lines, so he just went for the triple.
Oh my goodness, but a minute and a half, no Dawnbreaker, no Bounty, no IO, Storm and Darkseer, they're all that VP has.
Yeah, that's the budget voice line. If you have no money, if you used everything, look at this graph.
It's the first time OG has been in the lead this entire game. 50 minutes of VP dominance turned on its head.
They need to go. 75 seconds without a Dawnbreaker. Bottom lane is approaching, but you have 2 Wind Rangers in your base. They also have no glyph.
Go tier 4s! OG have done it, boys! They're going to close this one out. 35 to 53. They were down like 20 kills, and now they're winning. Victory's within sight. DM tries. He's got a BKB up, and GPK zips in, but what can a Storm do on his own? Absolutely nothing. He's stunned. He's disabled. DM's gone.
Gary, when it's time to call it, it is time to call
It's
it.
GG.
Man, what a comeback from OG in this game. This is why Dota is such a beautiful game. I mean, I watch the other esports, but this is why we're the best game in the world. No doubt about it.
8 minutes in. 8 minutes in. And I'm just really not sold on the GPK Necro up against a hard counter being a position 5.
Oracle just completely ruins that hero, so he might have felt it.
It sometimes happens,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, professional players do know.
And there's No Tail. Oh, he's popped the smoke. Is he going to get rolled upon? No, save doesn't land it. Cookie disengages.
He forgot to use the Stone Remnant.
we stay positive, we'll win.
Yeah, gotta save those Storm Remnants for later.
And where are we putting these lanes? Seb down to bottom on the Lycan.
It feels good.
I assume paired up with Saxa on that Snapfire, so that's going to leave No Tail and Sumail up towards top on that Oracle Tiny. A little bit risky to contest this top bounty rune though. Kingslayer, DM and save all around. So
You don't fight against Undying, that's just an unwritten rule. Unless he's alone and you have vision of other 4 heroes.
That's when it's allowed.
He will get the farm. Eventually. Someone will stack the Ancients for him, stack the camps, Sumail.
Even with the roll missing, they've got enough damage to get on top of the Tiny. And you just think about if Save had landed that roll, it would have been so much simpler. Sumail is a big kill for them to grab too, while GPK back into bully mode, chasing Thompson down. Might even be able to get a kill here. I mean, Thompson, he's just been Reaper's Scythe. He's about to die. GPK, oh, he doesn't have mana for another. Oh man, Thompson.
Skeleton walk.
30 health. Meanwhile, No Tail dies up at top.
Tiny's having issues dealing with the Treants. Also, he's sitting at 0 armor, Blightstone.
Oh, you know, we saw this in game 1 though, right? The lane
Sumail.
domination of Sumail forced to avalanche. He's sprouted up and caught in the trees now. Save has run out of cooldown, so can't keep giving chase. And they do have the salve to fall back on.
He's going for power tread, so there's not going to be any...
No Greaves.
No Guardian Greaves.
Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on, Thompson. Oh, he's dead. Kingslayer's found him, and Sax has already spent his cookie. They scout the stack, so GPK is looking for that, but also hunting Sax's poor little Snapfire. They're TPing in everybody. Saves rolled in. DM's come. They want the mid-tier
Courier's
1.
gonna die. I don't think DM needed to come, but if he summons the Treants, they can push some tower damage.
Looks like it's going to be, at least for now, a cloak and a wand for GPK. He might be going for that Eternal Shroud build we've seen. And even that tier 1 tower down, bottom's being pressured. Another disgustingly brilliant laning phase from Virtus Pro.
Oh, Reaper Sight is ready.
Oh, they've got him. Down goes Seb.
35 seconds. Level 4. Once again, Virtus Pro. Putting a ton of pressure on OG early on.
High-five him, man. He's high-fived, he's pinged you, and Nightfall. That's just tragic, isn't it? Tier 1 tower still alive for now. OG are going to have to sacrifice it, though. Saxa might even get dived. Not going to jump to the Celestial Hammer. Just finish off the tower. Well, mid lane probably going to be their next port of call. Swing from objective to objective.
Stacks were being taken away from GPK. Right now, he's just in the enemy triangle. Ancients are stacked once. Tiny will need a way to come back into the game, because right now, he's, in terms of CS, he's doing okay. Level 5, but needs to be able to farm up a bit more.
Well, if game 1 was anything to go by, this is going to be another 50-minute barnstormer of a match, even though it's 6-0 with Virtus Pro.
I don't mind Kaya Sanj, but also Heaven's Halberd is going to be amazing. You have 3 cores. I think it should be Heaven's Halberd, because you are playing in against 3 cores who rely on dealing.
That's a beautiful tombstone. Have they got reveal? They don't. They can't see him. He's just invis. Tombstone, Soul Rip heals it up a little bit, but Saxa and Thompson make short work of it. And we're still building up to these timings. Seb has got the helm. Saxa, level 4 Snapfire, 9 minutes in. Cookies over the Ancients, but saving Kingslayer as they do Reaper Scythe, No Tail. While Saxa chased down by the Earth Spirit, who gives up on that for now.
If you Reaper Scythe Oracle, he can't use his spells against you or
Funnily enough, he can't.
Stop the damage. Thompson, no boots, Javelin, something that we've seen from Sumail as well when he played it. Just get that Maelstrom, try to farm up.
I'd love to see a heat map of Virtus Pro for the first 10 minutes of this game, because it feels like it's all been this dire triangle, playing incredibly aggressively on the dire side of the map. And Kingslayer body blocked very nicely by Sam. The Hellbear smashes in front of him. And the Chatwheel Lions come straight after. As VP rally themselves and prepare to fight down bottom, but Notel and Sumail, they've caught them unawares. They roll forward, catching out the Oracle, sprouting him. He's got himself a Fate Edict, but that's not going to save him. No level 6 means no false promise. And OG, they lose Oracle, but get a tower. Because at some point in the next, 3-4 minutes, this Radiant team is going to start storming to... So was that 4 bounty runes that were left over here?
Yep, no one was moving around. You said it. Wish we could see
a heat map, yeah. Kingslayer attempting to fight around save with that Earth Spirit ulti and the Tombstone. It quickly drops for DM on a mega kill streak, finds the takedown on Saxo while Sep. He's battling with save and cuts through the trees to escape from the Prophet. But look who's coming in from the back end. A GPK, he wants Seb real bad. Thompson trying to finish off save, nearly finds it.
Save, nicely done, saves himself with the Urn of Shadows. Just enough heal.
Dire Vision knows that save hasn't retreated yet, so Thompson's actually going to be able to lurk around and maybe find him. The one hidey hole that he's able to cut into, though, means Earth Spirit will not be hunted. Where's Kingslayer? There he is. Oh, he smokes under the Dire Vision. Sumail holding high ground with his blink ready. GPK, he's got 1600 HP with Strength Shreds. Doesn't even pop his wand. Wrath of Nature bouncing forward. Sumail slowed down. The Ghost Shroud, but he blinks away. The Fate also there, but in comes Nightfall. The Dawnbreaker slaps down onto No-Tail.
This time around, Radiance will be a bit delayed compared to the previous game, because you don't have Bounty Hunter, that extra goal coming out from the track. Dust, save.
Oh, hello. Thompson. The kick gets dodged.
As long as we stay positive.
Is he going to try and roll? He's got the Sprout, the TP there, but he's not getting out thanks to save holding the roll until the last second possible. And no high fives for you. Just a Reaper Scythe to the back of the head.
They wanted him. That's a level 2 Necro ulti, so extra 25 seconds. Back in my days, Gary. Back in my days, Necro.
No buyback.
No buyback once he uses that. I believe that was tied to Ags, or was it just his ulti?
Oh, jeez, I can't remember now.
Sounds too powerful to be just ultimate.
It's too long ago, man. Far too long ago. Well, OG making a move of their own. Mortimer's Kisses plus the Avalanche Toss. Sumail, he debuts his Blink Dagger and picks off that big kill onto DM's Prophet. Mega kill streak and a lot of gold. 500 into the pockets of Sumail.
Clinks is not really a playmaker, so Tiny picked up a Blink Dagger. Still go back to Echo Saber. No-Tail getting caught once again.
He has forced out a Tombstone, and GPK's diving pretty deep here. Full HP No-Tail, but there's no cavalry coming over the hills to save him. It looks like VP is still going to give up on it, though.
I mean, this is just some top-tier stuff. His teammates need to dip him. He bought like 35 seconds.
It does mean False Promise is down for 100 seconds. I'm not sure how much that will matter, though. Seb, silenced up top. DM and Nightfall pairing up, and in comes Sumail, rolled upon himself. Now the Magnetize and the Centaur stomp. The neutral's coming into play as the Dawnbreaker Starbreaker. Catching him out will claim Sumail.
It's OG against Virtus Pro against the Centaur Conqueror.
It feels good to be this good.
Would still die, but, he helped out.
Philosopher's Stone. Nice item there grabbed up as Saxa. Sprout cut through with a Quelling Blade on the Snapfire.
Gotta have it when you play against Nature's Prophet. And just DP's out.
Interesting that GPK and Kingslayer don't care about the Snapfire escaping. They want to go into mid. They really want to kill No-Tail.
Ulti is available once again.
Promise. Will he false promise? He turns back on the save with Saxa and kills him off. Reaper Scythe there, not fast enough from the No-Tail Oracle. Fates Edicts himself, and he starts the false promise to play with as DM. Unable to silence him fast enough. The ulti comes from Oracle regardless, while Kingslayer has the help of Nightfall arriving, and the Starbreaker bursting through Seb. The final click not coming through in
There's
time.
The stun.
And Sumail with the Avatos combo. Kisses landing, lava gobbled up and spat towards VP. GPK is being hunted down now. Sumail, Seb, and he's searing arrows from Thompson.
Tiny with
Another
another
Avatos
combo.
and OG fight back.
This is exactly the fight that they needed, even though it's still a 5k gold lead for Virtus.pro. They needed this big fight. No-Tail's doing so much. Like, there's a reason why throughout the Dota history, you know, people were banning out the Oracle. Double damage is here.
GPK sat mid. Essence Ring adding to his repertoire of healing. But OG opting not to respond to the aggression of VP. Thompson and No-Tail in that mid lane up against Save. They roll onto the Clinks and they dust him up. Heals and the Fate's Edict in onto Thompson, but now he's disarmed, and that means GPK and Kingslayer, they're diving tier 3s. They're going into the OG base. They lose Save for the Reaper's Scythe. Not enough damage. Doesn't kill Thompson, and No-Tail with a save. Keeps up the Clinks, and the turnaround from OG is here. Saxa aiming the tombstone. GPK, he's got enough left in the tank to keep playing forward, and Nightfall with the Radiance damage burning through them all. Jumps onto No-Tail, clears up the Oracle. They toss GPK onto him. This Necro, he's just got so much heal. Thompson with a DD though, bursting through them. Oh, and Sumail with a double kill. Slaps down Nightfall. I don't know if GPK can escape now. Oracle has returned, a counter to the Necro arrives, and Sumail gets a triple.
Oh man, Virtus.pro, we gotta give them credit.
Oi! What are you doing down bottom? You cheeky devils taking barracks!
They dove tier 3 towers, even tier 4 towers, while, you know, Seb is just doing his own thing on the bottom, managed to take the tier 3 tower, and I don't think he's gonna be able to kill the melee barracks. If he focused the melee barracks straight away, he could have gotten it. But buyback from No-Tail, he was keeping alive. Spells were not chained correctly, that they were trying to silence the Oracle twice.
Nature's Prophet TP's in mid. Gets some good damage onto the tier 2. Not going to be able to finish it off just yet though, thanks to Thompson's positioning there. Hello. The roll in from Save. Nightfall's coming in. The Dawnbreakers arrive, but Save is dead. Oh, the roll back. Not quite finished off just yet as the Mortimer's Kisses land in towards the Dawnbreaker while Kingslayer aims towards the Tiny. And that's the numbers advantage that Virtus.pro bring to the table.
GPK wanted that kill and some extra timer to Tiny's death.
And he's closing in on that Aghanim Scepter that we were talking about in the draft, right? The ability to buff up this Tiny.
It might be Clinks that he's buffing up this time. Because Tiny's really not that far. We'll see how it goes. It's still going to be good. He has a shard for himself, so doesn't need to use the tree grab.
And he's still pretty far forward here, allowing Nightfall and Save to toy with him. Rolling back and forth. But it's just attention being brought bottom. A lane that VP don't want to be in. As they're forced to defend over and over again. And it does leave them a little bit isolated in the mid lane. Fortune's End comes. The tombstone drop by Kingslayer will hold OG back for now.
They're playing the bottom part of the map, trying to maybe finish off that barracks that they started some time ago.
Well, that's not what you like to see. GPK with an Arcane Rune. Oh, doesn't
Glimmer
finish him off. The Glimmer, yeah, you're right. Still an Arcane Rune though, so cooldown.
But this kind of a build, Clinks deals damage even if he's not there. Using just the Burning Army, getting out of the Skeleton Walk with the Shard, still gonna be a ton of damage.
There's just spam. There's stuff on the floor. Lycan units, Burning Army, Skeletons, all sorts of nonsense. I mean, there's Tombstone on the enemy team with Treants as well, but looks like that Undying getting dispatched with very quickly to this wolf-bitten Tiny. And now we're in a position where OG can actually move forward and play aggressively.
Bitten Tiny has 1,000 crit with the cleave from the tree grab.
Oh!
The sound is very satisfying.
Wonderful stuff. Time for VP to group up. Get some use out of this Aegis. They've got their lanes in a pretty decent place right now, but the roll in from Save starts things off. The high ground
They'll
tombstone
silence.
perfectly placed. The Fate Edict nearly saves Thompson, but they won't have physical damage to rip through him regardless, while 7 Saxa, they're on the run back to their high ground. No Oracle for a minute now, while Sumail, he gets bitten. Lycanthropy has turned him into a wolf. A big bad boy has come as the kisses come landing and collapsing onto GPK, but Nightfall, he's in the back lines. Avalanche tossed and killed. First life gone with the Aegis claimed up. Sprouted Seb, the Lycans caught, but in comes Sumail!
Oh, the cleave!
Oh my god! He shreds through, saves Earth Spirit so quickly, and Nightfall, he's got to run. VP can't battle that kind of physical damage.
Oh, they had to use the buyback on Thompson. Still, no vision on the high
Sumail's
ground.
going back in. He's got a BKB. Oh, he's going
And
to try
he's
and
out.
TP. Nightfall spends the Solar Guardian.
Oh, these two teams are playing some really entertaining Dota. Using the Tombstone on the high ground where there was no vision. It was pretty much the full duration Tombstone. Earth Spirit was about to die and then pops a smoke just to keep himself alive from the burning army.
Lacoste.
I mean, they did a good job. Earth Spirit did a very nice silence on the Oracle, which means that Necro can use ulti. They will need to like either stay further behind or Glimmer possibly Oracle.
Oh, they know there's no BKB. Oh, Sumail, can they save him with a Glimmer and a Cookie? In comes the Oracle, a false promise to save anything to stop Sumail from dying. I don't know if they can get the job done though. Yes, they can!
At the last second!
No Tail keeps him up and running. Now the toss back in. Thompson arriving, the damage shreds through GPK and OG hold. They defend their tier 2. And the Lycan, the double wolf, the wolf pack is coming.
Oh, Thompson.
7 Thompson in onto Kingslayer. Undying will be your 3rd casualty for VP as OG stamp their mark on this game.
Oh, this is like the double wolf.
Look at him! He's going! He's gonna get him! Save! Oh, the block on there!
Right in
Roll
front of him.
across, kicks him away, but save
Burning
still.
barrage.
Gonna get caught out. No! He rolls to the right.
There's just not enough damage at this point, but Thompson's still chasing, trying to find him. Scan, connect. Dyer also using a scan, both scan actually connecting.
They're gonna find him. Go on, Thompson. You know you want it. You're hungry for it. He sees the path cut and carved through the trees, but the Ghost Scepter, it's there and it defends him against everything. Thirsty for blood, but under a VP ward. Tombstone ready. Save, aiming, angling and targeting towards anyone he can roll on. They won't find OG yet. Retreating to their side. A triangle high ground is where they'll be for now. And a gem on Earth Spirit means Thompson's escape wasn't quite as simple as he would have liked.
Also a gem on Oracle, so they want to get... Like, you want to be able to get gem as fast as possible in most scenarios when you're playing against Lycan, when you're playing against Clinks.
And we still have at least a minute and a half wait until Roshan. Virtus Pro cutting mid, pushing top, preparing themselves so that for the push onto high ground. But again, we divert our eyes to bottom lane. This is Seb's home.
Virtus Pro's getting ready.
This is where he's built up. A nice push into the melee rack. Save, rolling straight onto Oracle. Stunning no tail. Fortune's in there and holding the false promise. Still has a blink to play with. And OG, full retreat mode. Reverse gear and get the hell out of here. Sumail aiming for DM, and that damage is absolutely insane. Cleaved and crit in twain, while Nightfall, he's nearly dead to the skeleton army. They'll try and heal him up with
Sumail, he wants to
GPK.
get him.
Sumail's going diving in deep, and he gets a double. DM buys back, but OG have the BKBs. Melee rack still standing. Little wolf boy, Sabby boy, gets himself back to low ground, and OG, they reset, recalibrate, and rethink what they want to do. Melee barracks is what they'll claim. And now, move out of
Dawnbreaker
VP
try to
space.
turn around, use Satanic, but Wolf just too powerful.
DM
Meanwhile,
bought back.
DM bought back.
Can they find him?
Almost managed to kill the tower. Cookie on Oracle. Usually you don't see that very aggressive. Roshan may respawn in 10 seconds. They're going to take the outpost back. This is a big, big fight. Kingslayer bought back. Same goes for DM.
A little bit nuts.
Glimmer Cape, Solar
Here he comes.
Crest,
Here he
DD.
comes.
Whatever he finds, that just straight up dies.
Oh, 1600. Okay. Wait, another one? Another one? Nah, DM's gone. Save is gone. Jeez Louise, but that's now 1 minute with no one dying.
This is too powerful. I mean,
Here comes VP. Roll onto Thompson. Reaper's sight in. Thompson's still alive. Where'd the save? No. There's no false promise. Cookie's too late. Thompson down for 2 minutes.
No-Tail was not close enough. He was on a different side of the map. Dawnbreaker hit level 25. 2-star breaker charges. Has a shard on top of it, so that means magic immunity during Starbreaker. Roshan is up. Dobson, no buyback for 20 seconds, and also needs gold for it.
And they've got to defend top lane as well. DM has shoved that in wonderfully. So OG's attention moved across the map, and Saxa rolled upon by Save. Now 2 heroes short, and it looks like No-Tail's going to get burst down as well.
Oh man, I love this game. Just back and forth, this whole series. You don't know what's going to happen. And, you know, teams playing for fun, it seems.
Right, looking at buybacks now, you know, Tiny and Earth Spirit, the only two with it. Everyone's been spending their money for big items or buying back non-stop. 25 to 24. Net worth difference, sod all, there's nothing in it. Dead even game. But this second Roshan could be what makes the big difference between these two teams here at Game 2.
That's a shard. Undying does not have a shard, and also Earth Spirit does not have a shard.
Earth Spirit shard's a bit garbage, isn't it?
I mean, it's okay. I mean, it makes Magnetize more powerful, you get more stones.
Yeah, I guess so. Don't know, man. Undying shard. Just the cooldown. Supreme for Kingslayer.
Cooldown plus a zombie.
Hello, Save. He's walked into Death's Door here, it looks like. Sumail is in wolf form and BKB'd. Nightfall with that Solar Guardian moves forward with a Nullifier on GPK. They've got the way to burst through, and the Ghost Shroud's gone. That means Sumail finds the crits. Now Nightfall's the one in trouble. BKB at the ready with a Satanic 2. Zombies are chasing them all across the map, and Kingslayer, another Nullifier from Seb means his life is cut short, and Nightfall. He's Satanic'd up, but Sumail just keeps on chasing. No-Tail now comes in, and this poor Dawnbreaker.
You can't even BKB TP out.
The wolf is at your door. Saxa's here. Spider legs are good. Cookie not landing. Nightfall escaping. Celestial Hammer gets a bit of distance. She's not allowed to escape this. OG won't allow it. They're still trying to close the gap, but they've got to give up.
For the buildings. That fight was without clings, and they just straight up won it. Tiny, insane amount of attack speed coming up from the Moon Shard, the Solar Crest, the Frenzy, also from the Ancient Thunderhide.
And glyph out from VP as it looked like Thompson was hunting for DM. Aegis on the Nature's Prophet. Knowing that he didn't have buyback. Sumail needs saving here. Fate's Edict, but holding the false promise. No-Tail waiting and biding his time.
Cookie, Force Staff, plus Oracle.
Well, Sumail's gone in with the Avatos combo. Tried to change the Nightfall, but the Satanic Starbreaker keeps her up and running. Kingslayer now. There we go. Slap him down, and Dying's gone. 45 seconds without him, and the tier 3 is crumbling.
The cleave is too powerful with Tiny.
I mean, Nightfall, he's just gone straight into his own demise. Buyback's available, but GPK's in trouble now. The Mortimer's Kisses, long-range artillery landing on his head. Oh, the silence on Sumail. They've got still this No-Tail Oracle in behind, but there's Save. Catching with a stun in the silence. Look for the Oracle and kill him off. Now there's no false promise, so TP's required out from OG. GPK, Reaper's Scythe is there.
Gone for a minute and 25 seconds. Buybacks had to be used. Oracle did not want to buy back there, so they need to defend. Man, what is this serious? Just so much stuff happening. Like we have...
it's 2 Rams just bashing heads together. A door on him, all mid lane, back into the game. Saved down to half HP. He's E-bladed, goes up himself. Nightfall chasing Saxa. Sumail has killed off GPK on the left side of the fight, while the snap fight found by Nightfall ends in a 1 for 1, but it's a buyback from
That's
Thompson
Tiny.
and a double kill for Tiny. He's got 5,000 HP, Moonshard and DM. Oh, can they stun him? Anything to stop the BKB TP? No,
He
it's not.
tried. He tried to go for it. Toss the tree. Scotty on Tiny. I don't think I've ever saw that item. Keep him alive so he can keep others alive.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
DD Rune.
Needs to be careful not to show. Like, one Nature's Prophet ulti. It could proc E on this.
How many times have we seen DD Rune
DD
spawn top?
is
Like seriously,
there.
It's permanent.
It exists.
Permanent fixture. Thompson. Oh dear. Oh dear. There's the Reaper's size.
160.
160 seconds. And OG, they're still going to look to fight even without their Thompson clinks. Sumail's there, but not enough damage to bring down Nightfall. A DD Dawnbreaker turning and hitting into the Lycan creeps. Seb, Sumail in the pit, but GPK has so much heal, gets the Ghost Shroud off, and there's nothing to stop him now. Sumail trapped in the Sprout. He's gone for 100.
Buyback is available for Sumail. Still very surprised they decided to take a fight. It was a double damage Dawnbreaker. No tail.
Give him the high five. Nightfall picks up a killing spree. 2 heroes dead with buyback on OG. Virtus Pro in the driving seat potentially now. Seb scouted, found by DM. Silenced up with no BKB. He's going to go and try for the TP. Yeah, easily makes it home.
Ancient Black Dragon, easy 250 gold on top of it. He also trying to go for Satanic.
Is this where VP can end the game though, Lacoste?
Twinks is dead, still for 86 seconds.
Can they go tier 4s and end? OG, halt that idea for a couple of seconds. Glyph expended. Nightfall loses about half of his HP. Still has the Satanic though. As OG look to mount their defense of this mid lane, tier 3 or tier 4s under attack. The onslaught's coming from Virtus Pro, but the big bad Wolfie, he's biting people, and Sumail's in onto DM, and the BKB though allows him to stand his ground and stay alive, while Notel forced to false promise himself. Cookie off to the right hand side, but Virtus Pro, they're giving chase. They know they have the numbers advantage now inside the OG base. And there we go. GPK picks up Notel and forces the buyback.
30 seconds, still without clinks.
Tier 4s are falling, but is it fast enough? OG are throwing everything they can at VP at this point. Cookie, kisses, tiny avatars. They combo up safe, but it's just not enough. GPK
Buyback.
grabs the double. Sumail's down and out. There is no more action for OG to have here. Virtus Pro in a 5v2. Grab up that tier 4. But no, the creep wave. They need save to bring it into the base. GPK, he chases in. Saxa down again. Ultra for GPK and VP.
Thompson.
I don't know if Thompson can do this, man. Lacoste, it's over. Thompson's down and out. Virtus Pro finally have cracked it.
Oh man, what a game. What a game. He was dead for too long. Like, Thompson spent the almost full 3 minutes dead after he was Reaper-sided in that fight.
And Seb trying his best he can with a nullifier and whatever he can dish out to VP. But a massive GPK Necro shuts the door on OG, and they tie things up 1-1. The most exciting draw in all of gaming's history.
Yeah, he could have done whatever he wanted, you know, for those 3 minutes. Go to the toilet, check social media, see what's up, you know, try to think.